When I was a novice, our brother Thaddeus, we called him Brother Taddy, taught me how to make rosaries. He started to learn how to make rosaries after he retired from the farm and the butcher shop. And he would sit in his room and make rosaries. And I got intrigued by it. And so I would sit there, the young novice, and he would tell me stories and taught me how to make rosaries. Now, he made a lot of mission rosaries out of plastic pieces. In fact, he made 30,000 mission rosaries to send overseas without ever leaving the monastery. He was a missionary. But he taught me how to make special rosaries out of Job's tears. Job's tears are a seed pod to a plant that is native to India, but which can be grown in this country. And he had some seeds. I don't know where he got them, but he grew them every year in the garden and would harvest them. And he taught me how to wait until they turned really dark, and then the stems turn a little bit brown just underneath the seed. Then they're ready to harvest, and then you let them sit out and they dry, and then eventually you drill holes in them so that you can get the wire through, and they make very, very sturdy rosaries. And they're very beautiful because the longer you keep them and the more you use them, the oil from your hand starts to make them kind of polished, and they turn darker. They get speckles or spots or stripes on them. They really become quite beautiful. So they make a very nice rosary. And I decided I wanted to make a special rosary for the auction this year. So I made a rosary out of the Job's tears that were grown right here on the property at Saint Bede, not by Brother Taddy, but by some, with some seeds that were handed down by him. We grew these beads. The crucifix features the medal of Saint Benedict, both the front and back. You see the medal there behind the corpus. Now that's especially meaningful because the medal of Saint Benedict, in addition to being a very powerful medal for a person to wear for protection, that's an image of a stained glass window that is above the door to the monastery. We don't use that main door very much, but that's an image that's familiar with all of us monks. That's the stained glass window that's above the front door of the monastery. And so I thought it kind of connected the rosary not only to the academy, but also to the abbey and all the monks who have worked there over the years. The centerpiece, as you can see, is also the medal of Saint Benedict, front and back. And then below it is a pendant that's made out of sterling silver, absolutely beautiful, of the school seal. And you see the school seal there to the right with the abbreviation on it, UIOGD, which stands for Ut in Omnibus Glorificetur Deus. Maybe you didn't know that. But it comes from the rule of Saint Benedict that in all things God may be glorified. That's one of those Benedictine and Christian values that we try to instill our students with. We try to get our teachers also to be on board with. And so I thought that was a special way to make this really not just a rosary or even just a Benedictine rosary, but a Saint Bede rosary, and would be especially meaningful for an alum or a parent or a graduate. Maybe it could be given as an anniversary gift or be used for a class reunion or for graduation or something like that, a wedding. But this would be a rosary that would have special meaning for all of our alumni and friends. All the members of the Saint Bede family would find meaning in a rosary like this, and would help them to remember the virtues and values that we've tried to instill in them over the years, and that their prayer life would be imbued with the spirit of Saint Benedict.